in over my head. And really, what was over my head wasn't some kind of proverbial condition. Oh, no, no, no. What was over my head was Patrick. Patrick was about 5'5", had great big brown cow eyes, and there he was, huffing and puffing and huffing and puffing over my naked body, and he had the most stereotypical dirty talk I'd ever heard. And I wondered, just how the hell did I get myself into this mess? See, it all started with Jimmy and the best of intentions. See, Jimmy was this guy I knew from Wednesday night karaoke. Every single Wednesday, me and my friends, I was in college at the time, we'd head down to the local towny bar for karaoke with the rest of the Japanese club. And there I met Jimmy, who told me that I could be a member of the Japanese club by only knowing one phrase, "Kanpai." Cheers. Jimmy seemed to like me a lot when he was drunk. But, you know, this wasn't a big deal. I mean, I don't get that kind of attention that often, and honestly, it was kind of nice, and he'd buy me drinks, and we'd hang around, and we'd sing real cheesy stuff to each other, you know, Prince, Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer, Elton John. I also have to admit I was a hit with the gay guys there, but anyway, especially when you would do Material Girl or something like that. So Jimmy was not just a guy I sat at the table with. We would both get drunk, and suddenly one night I'm sitting around and I feel a foot running up the side of my leg, and I'm thinking, this isn't half bad. Yeah. The only problem is, I'm in a relationship at the time. In fact, I'm engaged. But the thing is, it's sort of a quasi-open relationship. We didn't go to the same school. We had, you know, kind of come to an agreement that's like, well, if you're trashed or if something happens and you want to make out with somebody, like, it's not worth ruining the whole relationship over, and it's totally cool. And honestly, that never ended up really being a problem. Jimmy was still my problem. I'd see him every Wednesday. It would be the same old shtick, fingertips lingering a little too long over the cheese fries, all that kind of stuff. Well, finally it's getting towards the end of the semester, and it's my senior year, and he's still a freshman. Maybe that's why he's so appealing, very forbidden, something like that. One night, I'm bored. I'm wandering around near my townhouse. I see him down at the corner, hanging out with his buddies. We get to talking. We go back to my townhouse. My roommates all go to bed. We make out on that nasty old thrift store sofa that was down in the living room. It was awesome until at some point he either freaks out or flakes out and is all, oh my God, I'm sorry, I gotta do stuff. I gotta go. And he packs up his shit and he runs. And it's just like, boys are weird, okay? I can deal with this. Well, the weekend following this is the biggest party weekend at the school, and of course, it's my senior year. It's my last big party weekend. It's me and my best friend's last chance to get drunk with our undergrad friends. So we have the best of intentions. We're gonna drink and drink and drink and see just what the hell happens, which is probably not the best idea of anything ever, but my roommate had concocted something called a gin bucket, which, if you don't know, is ice, Fresca, Banker's Club, and slices of lemon to make it look classy, although there's only so much you can do to class up a drink that's served out of turkey basters. That's a whole other thing. That's just not even worth touching, but, you know, so while other people are getting turkey basters full of this stuff, my best friend and I are drinking cups. She gets sick very early on and goes home. This leaves me to wander around free by myself. And this is when my roommate introduces me to Patrick. Really wasn't an introduction. We had a poli-sci class or an anthropology course together or something, and I remembered him and his twin brother, and who I didn't see at all that night, but anyway, so I'm drunk enough by the time I meet him. It's not an introduction. I'm sitting in his lap. I'm flirting with him. Before I know it, one thing leads to another. I'm sitting and I see Jimmy walking across the lawn. He's flirting with every chick who is skinnier than me, dumber than me, therefore prettier or better than me. I end up going home with this kid. It's the drunkest I've ever been. I'm squinting at the numbers on the door. I'm not sure it's the right place. Before I know it, I'm indoors. Things are happening. Clothes are coming off. The situations are getting R-rated, if you will. And about halfway through, I wonder, the sun up yet? Oh, what's that on the ceiling? Oh, what's this? What the hell am I doing here? Get me out of here. He's insisting it would just be better if you didn't have to wear a condom. Blah, blah, blah. I tell him, I'm sorry. Once we're finished. I'm sorry, I gotta go, thanks, I'll see you later. I hope Jimmy had just as shitty a night as I did. I never had another one-night stand after that.